What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today's video, I'm going to tell you how adding bass shakers to my home theater changed my life. We put an addition on our house, and downstairs in this playroom, I wanted to add a home theater setup. I have everything finished and it still seemed like there was something I could add. I finally did it and bought some bass shakers, and I can't tell you how much it changed watching movies. It really is a huge difference. It has totally changed watching movies at home. So if you guys are on the fence about this or thinking that maybe you don't need it, check out this video because it totally changed my life and hopefully it could change yours too. Before I get into the shakers, I'm going to show you guys my home theater setup just so you guys know what I'm working with right now. As we sit on the couch right here in the main listening position, this is the TV wall. We have a Sony A80J 77-inch hanging on the wall. This TV is absolutely awesome. It is everything I wanted in a big screen TV. It's an OLED TV. You guys are thinking about upgrading to a nice TV, I would absolutely put my money on this and buy this TV. So it is really, really nice. It does look a little small up here on the wall because this subwoofer cabinet is huge. I have it hanging on that Sony flush mount on the wall. Below the TV, we have two mini Marty subs. If you guys have looked into these before, these are the mini Marty size with two UM1822 18-inch Ultimax Date and Audio subwoofers. These things are a beast. So happy to have these. I have two of them right here, two 18-inch subs. In the center, we have an ELAC Debut 2.0 center speaker. And on the sides for the mains, we have the original Cambridge Soundworks tower speakers. I've had these for a long time. I found these used on Craigslist for $250, so I bought them up. We are running the subwoofers off an NX3000D. I have that in bridge mode to run both the subs. And I have the Denon X4700H. This receiver is awesome. This thing puts out some serious power. If you guys are looking for a new Atmos receiver, this thing is awesome. Speaking of Atmos, I have four of the RSL C34Es in the ceiling. Obviously, I have the two fronts right there, and in the back, I have one there and the other one on this side right there. So I have the four Atmos in-ceiling speakers from RSL. These things sound awesome and are very nice speakers. They're actually not even that much money either. So I put those in. And then for the side surrounds, I have the Revel W383s, one on each side, obviously for the surrounds. So as you can see, I have a 5.2.4 surround sound system. This system is awesome. It sounds great. The movies, action movies, everything are awesome on all of this. And like I said before, something just seemed missing. I just wanted a little bit more. So I eventually bought some bass shakers. The bass shakers that I ended up with are the Earthquake MQB-1s. These are big wattage bass shakers. They can handle 500 watts, which is what I'm pushing to both of them. They're 8 ohms, so you can wire them down to 4. If you have an amp that'll do 4 ohms at 500 watts. So these can be bought on Amazon. They're about $150, give or take any sales. So they're not too expensive. There's obviously those much smaller ones that you can buy a lot cheaper. But I'm telling you, I'm glad I didn't go smaller. I'm glad I bought these because these are crazy. They sound awesome. Earthquake does make a bigger model than this, which is, I think, around $300. In a couch setup, I'm not sure if you could get away with just one of those big ones, but I have two of these in one couch and they are awesome. So Earthquake MQB-1s, like I said, these can be had on Amazon. I'm going to leave the link in the description if you guys want to check those out and buy them. So this is the couch setup that I have. It's not ideal for home theater, but these are the couches that we had left over when we put in the addition. So this is my main listening position right here. So I have one bass shaker there and I have one on this side over here. I'm gonna flip this couch over in a second and show you, but All right, so this is, you know, obviously they're sideways, but this is the base shaker right here. One's mounted right there on that side, and then one is mounted over here on this side. So they're pretty small. The dimensions you can find online, but they are pretty small. They want you to mount to the nicest piece of wood, sturdiest piece of wood. So these side pieces are very sturdy. So I screwed these brackets in. These brackets come with the base shakers. I find that right here on each side, if you can see farther away, this is where I have them mounted right now. I could move them around, but I actually do like them the way they are right there. This is the seat that I sit in the most, is right here, but you cannot tell where the shakers are coming from. It just feels like the base is all over the couch. So I think this is a pretty good setup. Like I said, that's a big sturdy piece of wood right there. So when those things shake, it goes through the whole couch. You basically can't feel that this corner right here is what's shaking. It's just the whole couch. So that's what I have wired up right there. Once I have all of this all figured out and done, I don't want to change anything. I'm going to restaple the bottom cover up onto the couch and then have that finished so no one will know. Like I said, these things are 8 ohms, so I have them wired in parallel. So it'll get 4 ohms to the amp. So I have all the wiring run down there, zip tied on, and then the wiring that goes to my connector right there. So all of that will be zip tied. It's all zip tied up there. It's all out of the way and will be hidden once I roll that back up and staple it down. So I'm going to show you guys what I did to make this connection and how easy it is to plug this in so we don't have wires going right here and up over here to the amp and then we're tripping on them, because like I said, this is a concrete floor. I can't run any wires. We don't have a rug over here like we do right here. So I'm going to show you guys what I did for that, because it's a nice, easy setup. And I'm glad that I thought of it, because it's what made me actually buy these, now that I can have the wiring easily unplugged. But like I said, these are the shakers, Earthquakes. These are awesome. I'm going to leave that link in the description. So check those out if you guys want to look at these. So this is the receiver, obviously here. We have the amp for the mini Martys right here. And then I have a speak-on connector right here. And that is wired to the amp that's behind this wall for the shaker. So I'm gonna show you guys that. All right, so back here is where I hide all the wiring and everything. I made this little space right here on purpose so I could have all the wires, all the speaker wires running back here, and I could easily plug them in and have all the slack and everything so no one would see. All the wiring comes out right here. That's where the receiver is. But this is the amp for the shakers. It is a Bash 500 watt amp. I had this for a different subwoofer at one point, and I've been looking for powerful bass shakers that I could use this for instead of buying another amp. And I finally found those Earthquake ones. So I have this. So I have these wired up right here to that speak-on connector up there. It comes on automatically with a signal, and you know, you can tune this down to a certain frequency, and there's a volume knob right here. So it is very nice that you can make the shakers go up more, down more, depending on how you are, you know, what movie you're watching, if you want a lot more shake or a lot less shake. But all of this is back here, so I don't have to worry about it or see anything. And then what I did was I made a speak-on cable, and this is what plugs into the couch, and then it plugs into the wall, like I said, right up there. That way when I come down and I want to watch a movie, I can easily hook this up. The amp in the back comes on automatically, and then my couch shakes. That way I don't have to run any wires and have anything on the floor tripping around right here. So down here on the bottom of the couch, I put a speak-on connector, which you can't see at all if I never showed anybody that. So it's very slick. I can just clip this on, clip that in just like that, and then take the other end right here, clip it in, and now when I watch a movie, those will automatically start shaking. You know, the only thing about that is, you know, when you're watching a movie, you have this cable, you know, right here. It does not really bother me. It doesn't bother my wife. You know, when you're just down here watching a movie, you know, it's there. If you're watching a TV show, you know, you might not even want to plug in anyways. This is, you know, our secondary TV room and, you know, movie room anyways, to come down here and watch stuff. So this isn't our main living room. So, you know, this wire right here isn't always out. So it's not that big of a deal. And then, you know, like I said, you can just unclip this. You can put this back up here and then that's gone. So it's the easiest way that I found that I could put shakers in this couch. I'm so glad that I did. It's crazy the difference of watching an action movie, even with these two 18-inch subwoofers right here that, you know, obviously gives out plenty of bass. Now that the couch shakes, you just feel that the bass is just coming all over you from every direction. So I figured out how I can kind of show you guys what these things look like when they're shaking. I have Ready Player One on the TV, that at the very end when he does the bomb that wipes out everybody in the Oasis, it's like 10-15 seconds of straight LFE, you know, sound effects when the bomb goes off and it wipes everybody out. So I'm going to show you guys what the shaker looks like when that bomb goes off. All right, so as you can see, that thing shakes, it moves, it's crazy. But the thing about it is it's dead silent. It's not rattling. It doesn't rattle the couch. It actually vibrates and shakes the couch. That's why these things are awesome. You don't feel a rattle or anything coming from a certain spot on the couch. That whole thing moves so much that it just shakes the whole entire couch. So that's what it looks like. It's actually pretty cool to see in action. The big thing with making this video was I can't really show you guys how this couch shakes. Obviously, you won't be able to feel it or see it or anything. So it is a little weird. I was trying to think about how I can make this video, but when I tell you, even with those subwoofers, when you're watching something, the bass shakers, especially these big ones, it makes you feel like just the bass from the subs is shaking the couch. You don't feel like this couch has this little vibration. You know, it's not a very, you know, gimmicky thing. When the shakers go off, it makes you feel like that bass is coming from the subs, and it's so powerful. It is just shaking the couch whether you're sitting in it. Like I said, I can't show you guys. There's no way that I can, you know, have you guys feel it the way that you feel it when you're watching a movie. But you can see that I have this home theater set up. It's a very nice setup, but nothing was better than when I put these bass shakers in. And I'm telling you, it changed the way that I watch movies now, because you can feel the bass like it's right there in your face. Maybe not everybody likes that sort of bass. Some action movies, you might want to turn the shakers down a little bit just because it might be too overpowering. I have the amp set at 50 Hertz for a filter, so anything above 50 does not come through the shakers. But some movies you can tell has a lot more you know, LFE effects that maybe you'd want to turn the couch down just a little bit. And then, you know, some movies when you're watching don't really have too much, especially if they're not action movies. So you probably wouldn't even notice the couch shaking at all. But it does make a total difference. The other big thing is that if you live in a condo or apartment and you can't have big subwoofers, then getting some of these on your couch, you'd probably feel that you have a lot more bass than you really do because you're feeling it. So it might be a really good way to have more bass in a situation like that, because I know a lot of people don't have the room or they just can't have big subs. I'm just telling you guys, it's changed the way that I've watched movies. It's changed the way that I feel about movies. At first, I went back to watch a lot of movies for the Atmos, because I put the Atmos speakers in the ceiling. But now I'm going back to rewatch a lot more stuff to feel the bass in the couch. It is just awesome. And it's one of those things where you probably don't know what you're missing until you try it, and then you'll never want to go back. So like I said, these earthquakes, these are awesome. They take a lot of wattage. There's lots of amps out there that you can buy to power these. I had that Bash amp already, so it just played in perfectly that I could use it for these. I'm gonna leave the link for these bass shakers in the description. You can get them on Amazon. I'm gonna leave the link for all the stuff that you see, for my home theater in the description. So I know my channel is not really about home theater, but if you guys want any more videos on any of my equipment or anything else that I have going on, I will be happy to make those videos. I just wanted to put this video together to show you guys that you can have a really awesome sounding home theater setup at your house, and it's not gonna cost you thousands upon thousands of dollars. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you. I will see you next time.